Previously, on Resin by Meghan.
So this is going to be sort of a two-part video, but don't worry, you do get demolding satisfaction at the end of this video. The second part will be next week, either Tuesday or Thursday, I'm not sure quite yet. But although, for what I'm going to use it for, I actually don't think that I really even need to bother with a lot of cleanup. So once I put it in what I'm planning to put it in, there will be a layer of black resin. Hello friends, welcome to whichever day this is. I'm refilming all of my intros for the next couple of weeks because if you have been here for the last two videos, you will have heard that awful crackling sound in my intros. And I figured out it's because my microphone wasn't completely plugged in. So anyway, that's not why you're here. You're here to see what I'm going to work on today. And so today I wanted to try to make a very pretty tray using this beautiful flower mold. It is a matte mold. And so I want to make two of these and then place them in the tray and then do all of the resiny things. So that's what we're going to work on first is the flowers, 'cause obviously I have to make two. And for these I think I want to use some mica powders to paint the flowers and the stems and leaves and everything. So that way they have a beautiful like finish to them. Instead of just pouring like a color, you know, just one bland color. Kind of like I did when I tested it out quite a while ago. It is very pretty, but this also just looks kind of meh, you know? So, and I also didn't want to mix up different colors and pour them in because, let's say for instance, if I do the flower white and I pour the stems as green, I don't want the green to impregnate the white, if that makes sense. So, yes, I will be dusting these with some mica powders so that I get the colors that I want where I want them. Does that make sense? Okay. And then for the base of this, I was planning to do black as a base and then the flowers in there and then white to top it off. I'm not sure how that's going to work because this is a terribly thin mold. So I'm not sure if it's going to work that way, but we will give it a try and see. Obviously I need to clean this off because there's some there's some stuff stuck on it, but yeah, so that's the plan for today. I'm not going to do any handles for this one. I'm actually going to attempt to make feet for them again, which I've done in the past. So yeah, anyway, that's going to be today's video. Let's get our resin warmed up and let's get to dusting and let's get to pouring. Okay? All right. right. Shall we see how this one looks? Oh, I should have grabbed the other one. Actually, one second. Before we look at that, let me grab the other one. Okay, so I have the other one for reference. Let's see. I didn't peek, I promise. Oh, wow. Again, the camera's doing something funky with the coloring here because in real life it's very blue and very purple in the middle. Oh, man, that's pretty. So, these are the flowers that we're going to use for this mold. Let me bring it in here. So it's a tray mold that I'm going to put these in. Hopefully, I filmed the intro for this like, I don't know, a few weeks ago, so hopefully I still remember what I said in the intro. So the idea, right, is to have the flowers in the tray somehow. Maybe like this. And let me look. It looks like we'll be good as far as the height goes. Okay, and then I've also got the handles already poured, so we'll just demold these really quick. So the plan for this one, this tray, is I'm going to pour a thin layer of black resin in just to kind of seal in those flowers so that they don't go floating away on me. And then we'll do some clear on top of that. So let me see how this is going to look with my handles in it. Okay. Come on, baby. You can do it. There we go. Okay. So there's the handles. So let's see. I want to just kind of angle these a little bit more than they currently are. What do we think? How does that look on the screen? Oh yeah, that's real pretty. If I can get my camera to focus on it. There we go. It does look like this one's angled a little bit more. So let's just adjust that. Okay. Yes. I think that's perfect. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and get my resin warmed up. We'll do a, like I said, a thin layer of black resin in the bottom. And then clear on top of that, and we should be good to go. Now, the handles do have a lip on them because I did not fill them to overflowing kind of capacity. So I'm going to be adding some clear to that as well. Not sure yet if I wanted to add anything into the handles. Like I was kind of thinking about maybe dusting them with some of these chameleon powders, or adding the chameleon powders to the resin and then pouring it on there. Not sure yet. We'll deal with that once we get there, but hang tight, friends. Let me get some resin warmed up and we'll get pouring, okay? Okay.
24 hours later.
Alright friends, it's cured. You know, the only thing that I hate about doing these trays is that you don't really get a surprise. Because the side you're pouring into is the side that you're going to see. But I gotta say, this looks fantastic so far. There are a few bubbles here and there. But other than that, I think it looks great. I'm just kind of looking at it from an angle to see if anything looks weird or odd. Let's go ahead and demold. Okay, so the bottom is not the prettiest. Let's look at that real quick. So yeah, the bottom's not the prettiest. What I should have done was pour the black in and then put the flowers in, but my worry when doing that was I was worried that I was going to pour too much black in, and then when putting the flowers in, either the flowers were going to float on the top and thus be an issue, or they were going to be submerged in the black fully. I do have one little area of issue. I don't even know if it's gonna pick that up. Can you see that light movement right there? There's a hole, not a hole per se, but a hole in the black, so it's mostly clear right there. And it's coming through the top, but when it's down you can't really tell, so I might end up mixing up a little bit of black resin, right, and just doing like a quick coat on the back here of black resin, and that will also hide these little divots that are in the back from the flowers. But you guys, it truly is hilarious to me. Let me grab out my phone. I want to see, yeah, the colors the colors on the phone are totally different. So let me do this. So I'm currently filming on the phone as well as the camera, and okay, that shows it so much better. Oh my gosh. Okay, so on the camera, right, this flower is green. On my phone it's blue, or in real life it's blue with purple in the middle. And then on the camera this flower is blue, but in real life it's like pink and purple. It's so funny. Okay, so turn my phone off. Let me see, can I get, I guess you can kind of see it. That's not gonna work because there's no light over here. You can kind of see it. I don't know. Either way, I think it turned out absolutely fantastic. I honestly believe that this is one of my favorite things that I've ever made. And I can't help but give myself a pat on the back for this. I think it's gorgeous. It does obviously need, you know, some tidying up in places. I was thinking about edging it with some of the chameleon powder, like making like a mixture. I'm not sure yet whether I want to do that, and I don't want to touch it until I fully decided and like tested other things by doing that, because I know that I've tested making a paste out of chameleon powder and alcohol on the resin molds themselves, but I don't recall trying that with actual resin. So I want to try some tests before I even consider that as an option. So I will not be doing that to this at this time. If I decide to do it eventually, then I will probably add like a little, you know, do a video about it. But either way, this is fantastic. I am so in love. I think it's so gorgeous. It is it's not really showing on camera as well, but it is very 3D in real life. It's still so bizarre to me that I'm looking at blue and purple, but you guys are just seeing green and green. And I cannot get it to look the right colors on the camera. That's bizarre. Anyway, that's today's video. It's a long one, but I think it's a fun one. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I have a kind of cool idea that I'm hoping will work. So, I might be trying that out next week. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, please let me know by hitting the thumbs up button. Really helps out my channel, helps me to grow. Also, if you are new, stick around by clicking the subscribe button and ringing the bell for notifications. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I hope that you have a fantastic day. Take care.